We had 5 hours to get Champion Geetas Team, but all Pokémon have to be shiny. The clock is ticking and stakes couldn't be higher. Champion Geeta has issued a challenge like no other, to catch her entire team of Pokémon, but they must all be shiny. Failure to do so means that the Pokémon we have caught so far will be lost forever through surprise trades. With only 5 hours on the clock, we embark on a thrilling and intense hunt for the elusive shiny forms of Espadra, Avaluk, Kingambit, Gogoat, Veluza, and Geeta's signature Pokémon, Glimmora. Will we be able to rise to the challenge and capture them all before time runs out? Only one way to find out. The ultimate shiny Pokémon catching challenge is on. The hunt for the first Pokémon, Espadra, has brought us to the Paldean Crater, which I believed to be the best place to find Geeta's first Pokémon. The only issue? We are not allowed to use any Herba Mystica. That means no level 3 sandwiches that would bring up the shiny rates. But that doesn't mean we can't whip up a normal level 2 Psychic Encounter rate sandwich. It didn't take long for me to realize one harsh truth. This might not be the ideal spot to hunt down Espadra. Screamtail? For sure, but not Espadra. I didn't let that stop me from spending 30 minutes inside the cave, and once we reached the bottom of the crater, I realized that we might just have found the best hunting spot for Geeta's signature Pokémon, Glimmora, so we will have to come back here at a later point. For right now, I decide to switch up the scenery by hunting down a shiny Flittle in the Aceto Desert. After all, we could simply evolve it into a shiny Espadra, and it was easy to see that this was the right decision. With the Psychic Encounter rate at level 2, with another delicious noodle sandwich, we were swarmed by Flittles in no time, and tracked down the shiny one within 15 minutes. All we had to do now was to evolve it into the second evolution Espadra. And just like that, we caught the first out of 6 shiny Pokémon we had to catch, with still over 4 hours on the clock. But we can't stop here. The hunt for the shinies continues with the massive ice Pokémon Avaluk. This might just be the toughest challenge yet, as its shiny form can be difficult to spot. But if we learned anything from our first hunt, it is that success comes from smart hunting locations. Of course, Avaluk and its pre-evolution can be found in the snowy areas of Paldea. But if we use a level 2 ice encounter sandwich, we need to avoid areas that spawn a lot of other ice-type Pokémon. Luckily, there are some water areas where we can find it, so let's go! And right here we found this perfect little island, and as I started to run around to potentially find a somewhat more golden looking Avaluk, I couldn't believe my eyes. Literally, the first, okay, not the first but the third Avaluk we found looked different. Could this be? Could we already have found the second Pokémon of Geeta's team? Yes, we did! At this point, my confidence rose to the top. It took us less than 3 minutes to find our second shiny Pokémon, and we just hit 1 hour of hunting. Was this challenge easier than we thought? Or are we going to face more obstacles while we look for the rest of the team? Only one way to find out. The hunt for Kingambit leads us deep into the treacherous bamboo thicket. In order to catch this elusive Pokémon, we must first track down and catch its shiny pre-evolution Pawniard or Bisharp. And just when we thought our luck couldn't get any better, a stroke of fortune shines down upon us. Within just 2 minutes of entering the bamboo thicket, we spot the shiny Bisharp. But Bisharp is not the Pokémon we were looking for. We have to defeat 3 other Bisharps for ours to evolve into Kingambit, but this task was completed quickly. Here we are, just 1 hour and 20 minutes into the hunt, with 3 out of the 6 shiny Pokémon in our possession. Champion Geeta has nothing on us, as we continue on our quest for the Champion's shiny Pokémon team. As we embark on the hunt for our next shiny Pokémon, Gogoat, I wouldn't believe our luck if it didn't happen to us. I set up a picnic in what I believed was the prime location for Gogoat, created a fantastic sandwich that had to lure in every single Gogoat from across Paldea, and that is exactly what happened. But we couldn't just find the shiny Gogoat as quickly as we found the last 2 Pokémon, right? Right? As I stood there, staring in disbelief at the shiny Gogoat before me, I checked the timer on the sandwich countdown and it read 2 minutes. It took us 2 minutes to find and capture the 4th shiny Pokémon on our list. This was bringing us to our 5th hunt, Veluza, a Pokemon that is feared by many trainers as it dashes at anyone that comes close. My confidence at this point is going through the roof. As we arrived at the location chosen for the hunt of Veluza, we were greeted by a herd of Go-Goats. I thought to myself, this is a good sign. So I whipped out another noodle sandwich and began the search. But I was immediately reminded of the challenges that lay ahead. I was getting attacked left and right and couldn't escape the never-ending cycle of attacks. Veluzas were everywhere, which was great, but they wouldn't let us hunt for the one shiny Pokemon that we were looking for. But I knew we couldn't give up. I couldn't let this fish stop us from showing Champion Geeta that this challenge was perfect for us. The harsh environment and constant attacks forced me to adapt my strategy quickly. I realized we could outrun the wild Veluzas by going back and forth between 2 rocks, which gave us safety from the aggressive Pokemon. But even with the new strategy, the green-finned Pokemon didn't appear as fast as I was hoping. I was spoiled by the easy catches of the previous hunts. This challenge started off great, with 4 out of 6 Pokemon already in our possession. But Veluza is everything that I expected it to be. A true test of our skills and patience. As I chewed down on my second sandwich, a sudden realization hit me. We still had almost 3 hours left to simply catch 2 shiny Pokemon. With a bit of patience and luck on our side, this challenge could be completed in no time. After all, the perfect spot for Veluza is right in front of us. We just need to find it and then we will return where our first hunt brought us, the depth of the Paldean crater, to capture the final shiny Pokemon, Glimmora. So we continued our hunt for Veluza, and after just 15 minutes, our patience paid off. We spotted the shiny Veluza. Again, we were attacked left and right and it was a struggle, but finally we were able to engage in a battle with the Pokemon we were looking for. And it was putting up a fight, defeating our just recently caught Go-Goat. But what is Veluza going to do against an almost complete team of Champion Geetas Pokemon? King Gambit was quickly able to seal the deal and we captured the shiny Veluza, the 5th shiny Pokemon we have been searching for. With every capture, the stakes are getting higher. The time is running against us. If we can't catch Glimmora within the remaining time, we have to trade away every single shiny that we have caught so far. But we refuse to back down. And this victory only fuels our determination to catch the final shiny Pokemon. Will we be able to overcome the odds and complete this ultimate shiny Pokemon challenge? The clock is ticking and the hunt continues. Our journey has led us back to where it all began, the Paldean crater. Glimmora, the final Pokemon in Champion Geetas Team, is waiting for us here. As I made my way down the cave, I was greeted by Glimmoras. The level 2 poison type sandwich was already showing its effects, and I couldn't wait to reach the bottom of the cave. Shiny Glimmora was down there. I knew it. We simply had to find it. But this final hunt was not going to be easy. The odds of finding a shiny Glimmora are 1 in 1365, and time is not on our side. We have been highly successful in this challenge so far, but with less than 3 hours left, we had to act fast. After going up and down the entire cave, I decided to stay at the bottom. And soon I realized that my sandwich timer ran out, but there was nothing else spawning but Climmets and Glimmoras down here. I had to decide, refresh my sandwich or keep searching for the shiny. And this is where luck came into play. Instead of flying out of the cave, I decided to look around a little bit more. And there it was, right there, the final Pokemon. All we had to do now was catch this Climmet and evolve it. And that's exactly what we did. As I look at our new team, I realized that we had completed the challenge far quicker than I was anticipating it. And along the way, we made 6 new friends. It took us a total of 2 hours and 56 minutes. Champion Geetas Shiny Team has been assembled, and I can't wait to hear what our next challenge will be.